Am I tripping? There it is. The views and beliefs in the following program does not reflect the views of Boom Broadcasting. We give full creative control to our creators and do not believe in cancel culture. Viewer discretion is advised.
Live from the MOWM studio, Boom Broadcasting presents The Nightcap. And your host of The Nightcap, mouthing off with Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new week here on The Nightcap, and welcome back to Boom Broadcasting. I've got the president, the owner, the CEO here. I've got Michael Davis back for another edition of Monday Night Mikes. How we doing today, brother?
Dude, I am great. I mean, back to back to back. I mean, this is a treat. Don't let the people start expecting anything. It's layover here on the East Coast, but dude, after Raws, I'm always hyped up because it's been cooking lately.
I love to hear it, my good brother, listen, folks, we might be in a couple different places. We might be in some familiar places. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight, for the moment, you are catching this live on the Boom Broadcasting Facebook, YouTube, and for the first time on at MOWM_podcast, my Twitter, ladies and gentlemen. It's a first time for everything today. The Mike and Mike connection is here, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit better than the Rock and Sock connection, the Mike and Mike connection. And as they say over at Championship Culture, shout out to the good brothers over there. Every belt has a story, and tonight, every Mike has a story when it comes to Monday Night Mikes. But first, we got to talk about Mommy kicking off Monday Night Raw, or she likes to call it Monday Night Mommy. And listen, as they say, hell hath no scorn like a woman who's been wronged. And ladies and gentlemen, Mommy's on the warpath. Michael Davis, the Prez. What'd you think of this opening segment here tonight?
Dude, wow. I mean, this is cooking.
Yes, sir.
Yes, shout out Keith and ZWC for staying up with us on the Nightcap. Dude, I loved it. I mean, and not only just the opening segment, but dude, throughout the night, they just sprinkled in. It feels like they're packing everything in right before SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah. This is not the first and the last time. Well, this might be the first time we see Mommy, but it certainly won't be the last time here tonight. Mike, we got to do it for the people. People want it. So I gotta revert my camera here. We're going to do a little Spidey point for the people. You got to spin. I know directions are hard. I know Dallas Cowboy fans are directionally challenged, because they can't find the Super Bowl year after year. Got him.
That was out of pocket. Okay.
Got him. Spidey point for the boys. Get it together here, folks. It's an absolute disaster here. Hello, Monday with the Mics. Love to see you. Love to see you, Derek. Thanks for joining us in here. The Nightcap runs on Tiffy time. It's never too late for the Nightcap. I think the Nightcap runs on Mike time. I mean, listen, we're just doing things here. Go Birds, baby. Mike Davis is in absolute hell right now. I loved Mommy kicking off Monday Night Mommy. Listen, that is a woman that you don't want to get on her bad side. And, she's not finished with Dirty Dom tonight, but it looks like it's official, folks. Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan at SummerSlam, Cleveland, Ohio. Mike, is this the match you've been waiting for? Is this what you've been waiting? Look at this guy. You think he's got real brass balls to come on my show, hosted on his network, and look down at his phone and be trying to promo things.
Hey,
the people,
we got to promote, bro.
Like they said in Field of Dreams, brother, if you build it, they'll come, and they're gonna come. I mean, ayo, pause,
dude.
Pause.
We got a really good number.
We have 69 viewers right now, so
that's a nice number. That's a lot of people watching the Nightcap late at night. Super glad you're joining us. Yeah, this was obvious. And, kind of like I said last week, I was really upset at Rhea Ripley dropping the title, especially knowing that she was healthy enough to come back for SummerSlam. Like, we've seen champions all the time just like not compete and not defend the title between WrestleMania and SummerSlam. Like, why would you not keep the title on Rhea Ripley? But dude, I mean, the way they've built this story, like, this is the only way to go. The only thing they've missed on is, why is this not a custody of Dominic ladder match?
I've been begging for weeks now. Get him in the shark cage. Get the shark cage out of the storage in WWE headquarters. Put that ass up above the ring and let him just hang there. Give him some nuggies. No sauce. Straight dry.
No Chick-fil-A sauce?
Barbecue, no Chick-fil-A. No sauce. Just dry nuggets. Maybe burn him a little bit too. Yeah. He doesn't deserve good things, man. He's trying to listen. He's playing around on mommy with Liv Morgan. Listen, you can't do it. You can't do it like that.
Dude,
Triple H
that's
would be
criminal.
Too. He would.
That's criminal. No sauce?
He's in the doghouse. My man Sheamus even said it. He said, "Dirty Dom, you're in the doghouse, fella. You're in the doghouse, fella."
Sheamus has probably been there a time or two as well.
Oh man, I mean, we've all been in the doghouse one day or another. I'll tell you what, brother. I'll tell you what. If I'm gonna tell you something, I'm gonna tell you this. I've been in the doghouse plenty of time. Rip fella, yeah, he's in trouble, man. Make sure, ladies and gentlemen, like Bob Barker used to say, make sure you get your pet spayed and neutered. And I think Dirty Dom is about to get neutered by mommy. We're gonna do it early tonight while we've got the people's attention, while we can get a little crowd participation. It's time for the fast count. Carlito is doing for the Judgment Day what Sammy did for the Bloodline. Do you agree or disagree, President?
Dude, I 1,000% disagree. There is not. I love Carlito, man. Carlito is cool, but there is no comparison right now for Carlito and Carlito and Judgment Day isn't even doing what R-Truth did for the Judgment Day. Sami Zayn helped define each and every one of the Bloodline characters. Without Sami Zayn, the Bloodline wasn't what it was going to be. Without Carlito and Judgment Day, you know what? It's still good. I mean, I love Carlito, dude. Had my picture with him multiple occasions. He's fantastic, but no, like no. This is to get the people. This is to get the people going. I've noticed recently. When it comes to podcasts and social media, everyone likes to get the people riled up. So I figured tonight let's rile them up a little bit while they're laying in bed, getting nice and cozy. Maybe they're playing a little college football 25. I told the Prez here, I had to go out there first game. I had to get the real ASU, Arizona State, against his fake ASU, Appalachian State. Whoa, you did not.
You did the brakes off of them.
Whoa. Say that again.
The real ASU with the fake ASU.
What? How did you say my school's name?
Appalachian.
Oh my gosh, you're going to get canceled, dude. I mean, there's no canceled, dude. I mean, I'm not even going to be the one canceled. Everyone from the East Coast just canceled you, dude. You totally missed, dude. If you pronounce it Appalachia, they're going to throw an Appalachia.
Appalachian. Listen, don't.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, did I say I was a linguist or whatever? I'm an idiot with a microphone that spent bought it off Amazon. Did I say I was a linguist or anything like that? No, I'm not. But booking like a mark, absolutely cooking here. Carlito's doing the same thing for the Judgment Day that he did for the LWO. Virtually nothing. Well, I mean, he did end up taking Dragon Lee's spot away from him at WrestleMania. I think Mike's gonna have an aneurysm tonight. Dude, Dominic in a shark cage with Cajun charcoal chicken nuggies with no sauce. I like it, Derek. I like where your head's at. A little Cajun season. My man's gonna be hitting the one time for the one time. Man, we're having fun tonight. What I didn't like was there's no many limes. There's no more limes. They took Sheamus's theme song away. What are we doing here?
Dude, it's about time, man.
Oh,
That song is
talk about me getting
overrated.
canceled. You're getting canceled for this take.
Well, learn how to point, okay? It's that way.
It's not my fault your StreamYard is set up funky.
You're directionally challenged. It's
Oh,
totally fine.
yeah, okay. Yeah, all right.
Here, I'll even make it weirder for you.
See, no, I didn't want that. I didn't want that at all. It's such a, this is why we don't. Hey, shout out. Learn how to listen to good
It's
entrance
magic.
music.
I'm a
Yeah,
wizard. Dude,
yeah, exactly. Listen, learn how to listen to good entrance music.
Yeah,
You
learn
schmuck.
how to listen to good entrance music, Mike. I mean, dude, his new music fits him better, and I'm certain
Oh.
if Sheamus really wanted his old theme, he would have fought to keep it. Sheamus probably didn't even want to hear that song anymore, and I don't blame
Sheamus
him.
even tweeted about it when he came back. Yeah, he tweeted too many limes, and everyone was so happy. Everyone was enjoying this. Why did we do this? Why
Dude,
did we do this? Anyway, listen, listen. It is what it is, right? But I will say, I now don't know how many limes there are. So that's a problem, dude. If I have a Corona laying around, how am I going to know how many limes I got? You know what I'm saying? It's like a math problem. My comment was towards Michael Davis.
it's too
cooked.
late for math. It's too late for math right now.
Little Steiner math. We'll get into some Steiner math later. A match that if you blinked, you would have missed it. Sonya Deville beat Zelina Vega. I was a little disappointed here tonight, folks. You know, if you caught my episode of Mouthing Off with Mike this week, mind the shenanigans that may have ensued in that episode. I was just having fun. What is this guy doing? What do you want, an eye exam? You could read the board. Tell me what the top letters say. It says that this match should have gotten some time. I was a little sad. I like Zelina. I like Sonya. I like the pairing of Sonya with Zoe and Shayna. I was not happy with this, Mike.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, this was Sonya Deville's first singles match back.
It was her first match in, like, I want to say over 9 months, because she's been out with an ACL for probably just under a year. Like, I'd say it's sitting on that ballpark.
I mean, so that's the only reason I didn't like it being this short, because it's like Sonya Deville waits for this long time. And honestly, it feels longer than 9 months of just like, you know, we've been depraved of Sonya Deville. And it's like, okay, wow, what was that? I mean, I think I looked at my phone to text you and I was like, oh, it's over already. It's fine.
Yeah, listen, I just had a whole video. I just did a whole 40 minutes this weekend talking about how hot women's wrestling is. And then Triple H comes back and gives me 2 women's matches. And then, like, you know, obviously Rhea and Liv was the underlying story of the night. So, like, I guess you could say, like, if the whole overarching theme of the show is a women's storyline, then okay, so be it. But I mean, like, come on, like, one more women's match on the show, 3 hours. Like, I'm a little sad about that.
Tell me you don't care about whatever happens without telling me you don't care with whatever happens. Like that's what Triple H did.
Yeah,
for this match.
I say this so many freaking times, man. Like, you've heard me say it 1,001 times with you. Shawn Michaels in 2 hours of NXT, like, all right, let's give him the 10 minutes. They get an overrun on Tuesdays, right? So, but in 2 hours and 10 minutes, Shawn Michaels has 4 to 5 women's matches and like 3 women's segments. It's inexcusable to not have more women highlighted throughout the show. And I know there's a lot of things going on Raw. We know, you know, Judgment Day, Wyatt 6, Priest and Gunther. Jey Uso wants a little bit of mommy. Think Jey Uso's got a shot, Mike? Folks, think Jey Uso's got a shot? You think he should shoot a shot?
Dude, I am so glad they reference back to this. I mean, do you remember when Jay was trying to convince mommy to get them some yeet?
No, they were trying to convince Jay to join the Judgment Day, and Finn's like, and Rhea's a fan? Oh, she is? Rhea's a fan? I think I got a solid meme out of that one on Instagram back in the heyday.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
You're the meme master.
Oh my God! Don't say that. No, I'm not. Please. There's
the
so many other
master,
people.
Mike.
There are so many more talented wrestling content creators that make funnier memes. But Keith Jones, always gotta love him. He's gonna make her yeet. Woo-hoo! Jay Uso's going to make mommy yeet. It's the nightcap for a reason, folks. Damian Priest and Gunther finally had their face off. Michael Davis. Gunther called Damian Priest poor, that he was he was a loser from the streets, and that if his parents wanted to, they would have afforded him a better life. It was a choice to live on the dude. What a dick. What a dick. What a dick.
Dude, I loved it, man. And this is just more and more, hey, let's get Damian Priest over as a babyface. And how do you do that? You humble him. You get him to be relatable to the crowd itself. And Gunther has been just perfect. Like, he is the standard, and everybody knows they can't reach Gunther's level. And so for Gunther to like get on the microphone and be like, hey, that you aren't reaching my level. Damian Priest shouldn't have reached my level. Damian Priest shouldn't have reached the world heavyweight title level. You know, there have been no prestige to the Intercontinental title. There's been no prestige to the King of the Ring, and there's been no prestige as Damian Priest's champion. And the fact that Gunther was like, yeah, he was not pulling back punches, and that got me hyped. That got me hyped for SummerSlam. I was like, hey, maybe Rollins versus Gunther would have been better. No, like I'm proven wrong again by Triple H in the direction he's went for SummerSlam.
Hey, sometimes we're wrong, and that's okay. You know, listen, you miss 100% of the shots. You don't take Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. All right, how we doing? A little Office reference for the people. A little reference for your nightcap here tonight. No, listen, I'm a big fan of Priest. You know, I think Priest is a guy here that if given the ball and he's got it, he's got the ball right now. He's running with it. I think him and Gunther are going to put on what I would say is going to be an underrated match of SummerSlam. I think people are sleeping on this. They're kind of like, you know, Gunther's going to beat him. It's going to be clear and cut. I don't think that's the case, okay, folks? I think Priest squeaks it out because Priest gave you the foreshadowing tonight. Priest told Gunther, you haven't had to work for anything. You have been handed opportunity upon opportunity upon opportunity. You haven't had to go from the bottom to the top. And I think personally, what you got to do here, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to call on him, but you got to call in on some hard times for Gunther. I think we're going to see Gunther go through the ring of fire here in the next couple months. I think through the fall into Royal Rumble. He's my pick to win the Royal Rumble and main event WrestleMania, because I don't think he wins the championship at SummerSlam. That's too early. Now, things can change. I might change my mind in 2 weeks on the prediction show, and I might say Gunther's winning. But right now, I'm just saying, I think Gunther has to go through some hard times. Every babyface champion in WWE has went through a story, especially Cody Rhodes, and that's not to bring him up here, but Sammy went through a story. Chad went through a story. Honestly, you know, turned Chad into an even worse human being. But I think Gunther has to go through the rigmarole. He's got to go through hell to get the gold. He didn't do that for the IC title, dude. He got right there. He won it. He almost got released. You know, Vince didn't see it in him. And then now, sure enough, sure as shit, here he is 2 years later, and he's a top dog.
Now, I was totally against that idea. Like, Keith, I'm not even going to try.
Mike adding Michael to his episode with Mike, trusting Mike, and Mike listening to Mike.
Okay. I mean, what a comment, right?
I might have had a stroke on that one. Gunther certainly leveled up in that verbal exchange with Priest. Yes, he did. Gunther, and the promo video package that they did earlier in the night as well. You know, they double dipped tonight on Gunther.
Oh, they really did, especially since Gunther's been a little MIA the last couple of weeks.
They've held him back. There's no reason to.
But I would have said, you know what, 4 hours ago before Monday Night Raw, I would have said, yeah, Gunther's win at SummerSlam. Hands down. I mean, you got Bash in Berlin coming up at the end of the month in August around my birthday. Like, that has to be it. Like, Gunther, Germany, like, it just makes sense for him to walk in as world champion. And then that promo happened, and we're like, okay, what's going to legitimize Damian Priest? And we thought it was Seth Rollins, but it wasn't. Now it looks like it's going to be Gunther. And again, Damian Priest alluded to like, hey, Gunther, this is why you lost to Sami Zayn, because you were overlooking Sami Zayn. And it sounded like in the promo, Gunther is overlooking Damian Priest. And I feel like that's Gunther's downfall. And that's the only way Gunther can be his downfall.
We love it. We love a good foreshadow. We love Shawn Lucas coming in to hang out with us. The ring general has to come out of SummerSlam as a chap. The mat is sacred. I'll hit you with that Imperium real quick. Little fist behind the back. I can't do it, dude. I am the chair. There's a desk here. There's a desk here.
We have the same chair.
I know, but like mine's red and yours blue. If it doesn't, folks, if you didn't understand how just contrasting we are, we have the same chair, but mine's red, his is blue. It just really goes to show you who is who here when it comes to the mics, you know?
Raw versus SmackDown, GM mode.
SmackDown. That's it, dude. We could cook. Ring general loses. That's how we get the title to Punk McIntyre with the belt actually involved. Okay. All right. Maybe Keith's cooking. Priest did beat Braun Strowman tonight. I like the match, but I mean, at the end of the day, not a lot to write home about.
Yeah, it was weird because again, you're trying to get Priest over as a babyface, so you put him up against a babyface monster. Didn't make sense.
And poor Braun Strowman, man, he basically has succumbed to the Big Show role in 2024. He is the Big Show of WWE right now. Like, I don't want to say that, but it's valid. You know, I'm right.
Wrong. Yeah, you're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. But in case you guys did not know, breaking news. Uncle Howdy is in fact Bo Dallas. Holy shit. Oh my God, guys. I can't believe, Mike, can you believe this? Uncle Howdy is Bo. I can't believe it.
Oh, are you sure?
I'm sure. Chad Gable, sure. Chad Gable says Uncle Howdy is Bo Dallas.
I mean, Chad Gable did start Alpha Academy, but at the same time, that academy turned out to be a fraud. So I don't know if Chad Gable really has an education to say, and he's definitely not a detective. That's for sure.
Uncle Howdy is Bo Dallas.
If Keith said it, Keith said it, right?
It's official, right? You believe
it's true.
You believe me. You know what? Why I oughta.
I believe, Keith.
I believe. I'm going to get on my scooter and scream it to the people. If you didn't know, my man be scooting. He be scooting places. Good brother Keith, kayfabe Keith be scooting. But also, Katie Carter and Katana Chance took on Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark, one of the only 2 women's matches here on Raw. Once again, a little sad. A little bit longer of a match. Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, get a win here. Love the pairing of Sonya with these 2. I'm not sure what we're going to call them. I have some ideas that I saw on social media. I'm not gonna put them out there here. But I really do like the pairing of Sonya with Shayna and Zoe. I think that's money, dude.
Oh, totally agree. Yeah, I'll fight the same way. I'll have the same style. They're a little edgier as well. Yeah. And again, but this wasn't too much to write home about, you know, like this is, I mean, Grant, you had the Rhea and Liv story throughout, but there wasn't
enough women's matches in my personal feeling on 3 hours of Raw tonight. I mean, there was a lot of stories, you know, that were progressed. Obviously, Rhea, Liv, we'll talk about it. We talked about it. This is now starting to kind of arc over now. It looks like Lyra's involved. You know, now you have Kaden and Katana, Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Stark. You know, Sonya's in the mix. Zelina is in the mix now with this. So, you know, they're fleshing things out within the rest of the women's division to kind of set up, you know, who's going to be going where, who's going to be going for tag titles, who's going to have a singles feud. Mike, you missed something. Isla Dawn was talking to Blair backstage on last Friday. Oh, shout out Bryce, dude. I missed that. I did miss that.
Bryce, that was good.
My good sisters over at Black Masses and Constellations, Torin pointed that out on social media. about how, maybe get that. That's like a Hex Girls vibe going on with Isla and Alba. So shout out to the ladies over at Black Masses and Constellations. Go check out their podcast. Highly entertaining. There's your plug for the evening, your commercial break. Because we got to talk about Drew McIntyre, Michael Davis, Drew McIntyre. All he had to do was say sorry to the referees, but he couldn't do it. That's your man. That's your guy. That's your guy. You're upset that CM Punk cost him the title twice now. Now, Clash at the Castle, at Money in the Bank. But that's your guy. He's beating up innocent refs. Come on, son. How can you condone this?
Because the refs aren't on the level of Drew McIntyre.
Oh,
duh.
What?
I mean, come on. You think Drew McIntyre is going to apologize to a couple little refs? And he hasn't gotten an apology from CM Punk, who's cost him the world title. How many times? I'm losing count. I'm losing count right now.
What's the saying, dude? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. My man Drew was playing with this man CM Punk's name in his mouth week in, week out. What do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen?
Dude,
who hired this guy on the right?
Keith is directionally challenged, just FYI. We can switch back the screens now.
No,
I actually lost admin privileges, so I can't.
No, now you're forced to deal with me being an idiot and not knowing that the cameras are flipped. So now you're forced to deal with this. Now you're forced to deal with this. This way,
it's
that
the
way.
real Spider-Man point. It's the
real. God, dude, there are so many people watching us. Hi, guys. Hi, guys.
Hey.
We're not going to do that.
Would you admit that Chris Jericho has reinvented himself yet again? And he's
is Monday Night Raw. It is the Raw Nightcap. We are not talking AEW. None of this. We are waiting till Wednesday. We will talk that Wednesday. But listen, Drew, all he had to do was apologize to the damn referees. He couldn't do it. And guess what? His sword and his shield were confiscated by Adam Pearce. He had a hand in his badge and his gun. He's still suspended pending an IAE investigation. This is an episode of Law and Order, baby. You got to talk about Xavier Woods. I mean, my man Xavier Woods. He's over here hopping over to the Alpha Academy to help with the Final Testament. Give me the Final Testament next week, Danny Brown.
Wow. Yeah, let's give Xavier Woods his flowers right now. I mean, the New Day used to be
traumatized. Derek said, "Man's is traumatized. He's got PTSD." I love it. Dude. Go ahead, man. Let's get back to your thought about Xavier Woods and the New Day.
I mean, Xavier Woods has had it rough, and the New Day was one of the highest commodities, 19 years ago, and looked like they were going to be one of the greatest trios of all time. And then once Big E got drafted away, like everything started to fall apart. Yes, Big E was able to have an Intercontinental title run, was able to win Money in the Bank, was able to begin a WWE title reign.
Right.
And it was great, but they haven't been able to capture the same magic in the bottle of the New Day. Big E's been hurt. Who knows if he'll ever get to wrestle again, unfortunately. Kofi and Xavier have just kind of been there. I mean, They haven't had like a really legit program they can sink their teeth into. And now if Kofi's like legitimately hurt, Xavier's just kind of like floating around. And yeah, he had that King of the Ring a few years ago, but I mean, they didn't do much with it. And it's interesting because it just feels like Xavier is going to be fed to the Final Testament, which I love the Final Testament. I love the Final Testament. Man, what is our comment section loving some Xavier Woods right now?
I love it, dude. Put some respect on Xavier Woods' name, or should I say, as Richard said, Consequences Creed. Love that shout out, man. Oh, dude, go! I love me some Consequences Creed. Little throwback. Woods might make Academy more serious now. Hey, look, man, I have loved, and this might get me some slack. I know people are very critical of the man. I'm a big Karrion Kross guy, okay? I truthfully believe that the Final Testament is working, and I think that everything, all those promos that he cuts, all those videos that he makes, that you see on social media, have been money. I love the story. He injured Kofi Kingston. Woods is on his own. Now he's going to other tag teams and like, hey, like, I could use your help against the Final Testament next week. Like he's got no home now, right? So now you have to think about like how the story will play out as Kofi couldn't beat Cross. Woods got the victory against him. Now we're getting the, the blow-off 6-man tag match. So I wouldn't be shocked if, we start to see the gap between Woods and Kofi and they go their separate ways. Give me Kofi in the World Heavyweight picture. Give me Woods in the IC title picture. Why not? Put them in the singles titles. Woods hasn't won a singles title. Kofi hasn't been in the World Championship picture since, dare I say, that awful day in 2019 on a SmackDown that makes my blood boil and my eyes twitch. I try not to even talk about it because it's like, it's up there with me for the streak. Like when Kofi lost to Lesnar the way he did, that's up there with painful, like as the streak for me. Because I'm a Kofi guy through and through. That was my dude growing up.
Dude, it left a weird pit in my stomach. Actually, that pit in the stomach's come back. I need to go see a doctor about that tomorrow.
Oh no, don't say that. Don't say that.
Yeah. Ooh.
Say that.
Oh yeah, that's
don't say that. But listen, speaking of patron saints here, shout out to Seth Rollins. I built him now the patron saint of referees in WWE. Comes down to save the refs. Him and Drew are going to beef it out. I would like the triple threat at SummerSlam. I know it's probably going to be Punk and McIntyre. I want the triple threat first. I think the triple threat would be fantastic. But, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if it was for the title down the line, too. Mike looks like he's going to have a...
Why would it be for the title? How would they get there?
I mean, how did they get there? I mean, I'll fantasy book something here on the top of my head. Like, so obviously you pre-speaks Gunther. Gunther goes back to the back of the line. Somehow you do some sort of number one contenders gauntlet match or number one contender series that it ends up becoming no clear winner because Punk, Drew, and Seth all get involved in one another's matches or whatever. I know this is not great booking. Please don't. And then you somehow kind of get that title there somehow. I don't know.
Huh.
Or what if Cross have Academy turn on Woods or Woods turn next Monday? Okay. All right. I like that. I'm not mad at that.
Shout out Vance on that one.
Shout out Vance, dude. I love it. New faces tonight here on the Nightcap in the comments. I love to see you guys are enjoying it. We like to have fun here. I talked about this on my episode this past week. You could check it out on my YouTube. But also I posted a social media clip. Listen, wrestling should not be so serious. Like everyone takes wrestling so serious nowadays. Like it's like, well, my guy didn't win and now this sucks or they didn't do this and I'm going to complain about it. Like, all right, listen, I get voicing complaints. We do it. Hey, we're podcasters. That's what we do. But it comes down to a level. Right, that's what we do. Like I'll give you my thoughts and opinions. I'll welcome anyone else's thoughts and opinions. Mike's always wrong with his opinions, but I still welcome them.
You mean Mike instead of Michael, right?
Well, I mean, we've both been wrong. I was wrong about the whole I'm not even going to get into the AEW conversation tonight. Yeah, let's not. But I do want to get into something that's more serious. Something that I've been thoroughly enjoying, something that I will always be a fan of. I miss him dearly. Mike and myself are big Bray Wyatt guys. I've got the tattoo to prove it. Not as some of the cool tattoos that I've seen some fans rock and in tribute, man. I've seen some really cool tattoos this week. But, man, the Wyatt 6 VHS tape, which was delivered to Pat McAfee's show today, different. I liked it. What a beautiful... I cried, all right? I'm not afraid to admit that I teared up during these VHS tapes. The first Bo Dallas one, a tear came down my cheek. Tonight, another tear came down my cheek because just the way Rowan talks, man, you can hear the pain in his voice, Mike. This is coming from a real place. These are real people that are actively grieving the loss of a friend, a brother, a colleague, and they're making beautiful art, and that's what Rowan says. We're gonna take broken hearts and make beautiful art. Thoughts on this, Mike?
So this Richard, appreciate you, man.
That works for me, brother.
Appreciate all the people watching right now. I mean, I'm not going to get into it. I will probably be a episode of Man Behind the Mic or something, but August was tough. And everything that happened with me personally was a few days after learning that Bray Wyatt passed away. And you and I both said it, like, he is one of my favorite wrestlers. There's a Bray action figure behind me. There's a Fiend poster right above Eddie Guerrero right here. There's 2 Bray plaques above me. Ironically, in the same order as Mike's on his
I know
wall.
we both hung them up on the same order. It's crazy.
We didn't even plan that or anything. It's tough and it really sucks. And I just feel for Eric Rowan because I mean he lost Brody. And that was tough. Like you saw him on AEW's Dynamite,
And he addressed that tonight
tribute
too.
show. But it wasn't until he mentioned Bray, like it felt like, and this was just my perspective, you never get over anything like that. You never get over it. But it was like he had come to terms on Brody, and then when he mentioned Bray, like you could tell the reaction in his face wasn't scripted. It wasn't, quote unquote fake. Like people say, that was real, genuine emotion that came out that, hey, this is actually real. Like Bray should be here, getting to bring these stories to life. That's the part that's so upsetting is, I mean, yeah, they're bringing this art to life, but Bray should have been here for that. Like I would have loved to have seen what Bray and Uncle Howdy would have done together with the creations they were making. And I know they're going to do a phenomenal job. Everything the White Six did tonight was fantastic. It was incredible. It was beautiful cinema.
I agree.
But man, it sucks. Like it really, really sucks, man.
It's so hard, man. We talk about it all the time, Mike and I. When we first connected all those, that year ago, almost a year ago, in a month, we had our first collab, our first episode together. Mike pulled me out of the trenches of just doing audio podcasts, and now you get to see this beautiful Italian face on your screen. And now I'm all over the map. I'm on Boom Broadcasting. I'm on Mouthing Off with Mike. But that was one of the things that we really bonded over was like how much of a favorite, Bray Wyatt was to both of us. And then shortly thereafter, we get this news and we're both like just devastated, I have been so happy with this. I've been so happy for everyone involved. Eric is a trooper, not easy to surface those emotions for Brody and Bray. And that's the valid point, and that's what hit. He's like, I came to terms with losing one brother and then I lost my other brother. And I was like, come on, man. Like I'm a mess. Like it hit tonight, guys. Like I know there are people that, have felt that it's been slow. I know people have felt that it's, a cheap ripoff, but I say, folks, just give it time. They are doing something special. And I think the payoff is coming and we're going to start to see that payoff very soon. We'll talk about it in a sec. We got to talk about Dirty Dom losing to main event Jey Uso. Yeet. My man might actually end up yeeting with Rhea one of these nights. You never know at this point. Dirty Dom disappointed Mommy. Mommy, you could see it on her face. She was like, again with this guy? Like he loses again? But we got more Mommy. I want my Mommy. She tells Dom, I'm not yours, but you're mine. Oh, Mike. You know what this means, right?
Are we getting Rhea Ripley versus Dominic Mysterio sometime down the pipeline?
I will, if you call it tonight, and we have a record tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have 200 plus people viewing the nightcap across. I mean, maybe it's just a little boost from being on my Twitter. But I mean, followers. Make sure you follow Boom Broadcasting so that we won't have to have that conversation one of these days. Follow Boom Broadcasting. Subscribe to Boom Broadcasting on YouTube because we like to give things away. We like to give back to the community. There's a 500 subscriber giveaway going on. If you subscribe to Boom Broadcasting on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, post that you subscribed. You're entered in to win the giveaway. Michael Davis, the president, as you see him in the flesh here, will announce it as soon as we hit 500 subs, correct, Mr. President?
That is correct. So once we hit 500 subscribers, we're going to get everyone on a list. We're going to draw one name, and that one name gets EA College Football 25 for free. But don't worry, if you aren't one of those lucky one person of that 500, we are doing more giveaways as we go on. And if we do EA College Football 25 for 500, could you imagine what we would do for even bigger giveaways? I mean, this is phenomenal. We have actually passed 250 subscribers here tonight. Phenomenal. All the people watching right now, if you're watching, whether it's on Boom's Facebook, whether it's Mike's Twitter, whether it's YouTube, go follow, go subscribe to each of these places.
Man. It's
like,
free. Like listen,
yeah,
we want to incentivize you. Look, we're new in the game. I'm not afraid to tell you. I've been doing this whole song and dance for about a year. Mike's been doing it for a little bit longer than I, about a year and a half, 2 years. Boom Broadcasting's only been around for about 2 weeks. We're trying to make something new here. We're trying to give back to the community. I'm a firm believer that if you support me, I will support you. That's why I always try to mix it up with new people. I try to have new faces on the Nightcap. I try to collaborate. I try to support to all of my wrestling content creators across the map. Hell, if you're not a wrestling content creator, I'll still support you. You show that love back to us. We're going to show that love back to you because that's what it's all about. The wrestling community has gotten a bad rap these last couple of years. And if I single-handedly got to shovel the shit out of the way so you could see the beautiful diamond city that awaits, because I think some of the connections that you'll make with the wrestling community are fantastic. I've been able to make some amazing connections with Mike, with Shannon, with Sean, with Aaron, with Carson, with Four Sides of the Ring, Championship Culture, Coffee and Wrestling. The list goes on and on. The Two Heads, One Table podcast, where we got some things coming down the pipeline with them. We'll get into it in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But Chad Gable calls out Bo Dallas. And the Creed brothers have finally aligned themselves with Chad Gable. I've been waiting for what seems like an eternity, dude. Are we cooking?
Dude, I was waiting for it. And then when Chad said he was going to the ring to call out Bo Dallas, I was like, okay, this is when it happens. Like, I started to feel it because there's no way Chad goes to the center of the ring with no backup, with no plan. That doesn't fit Chad Gable's character. So, of course, this was perfect time for the Creeds to attack him. But interesting enough, I've noticed Ivy Nile in conversations backstage with Gable and the Creed brothers, but Ivy Nile wasn't there. That's the only part I'm confused about. But the entire, once White Six came out, and I mean, good grief, like that segment, that was one of my favorite segments of the year. I think that segment was better than their actual debut.
Wow. Okay. That's a wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. I my social media is not open, but it might be blowing up after that. My God, you're going to get me in trouble tonight with the people.
It's true.
Mike, listen, this was something incredible, dude. They whooped Bo Dallas's ass, bro. I was like cringing. I was like, oh my God. Not my precious Bo Dallas. And then sure enough, he just starts laughing. He hits us with the yeah. Little Luke Harper, wink there, which I loved. Brody Lee, shout out. And then this man, here comes the rest of the family, dude, and the Creed brothers and Gable get the hell out of town. Batman and Robin. Who's Batman and who's Robin?
Who is Batman? Who's Robin? I mean, Mike can't hold it together right now. Maybe I'm Batman. He's Robin would be too good of a compliment right now. Hey, we gotta stay on the same side.
My God,
we gotta
have it's the Nightcap. I might have had some libations on the bus with Cody and Jay. We're just saying that. I think we know who Batman is. I'm Batman. Bro was laughing like Robin. Yeah. Oh, I got you. I got you. Okay.
Okay.
A little comic reference. I got you. No, man. It was as soon as somebody starts laughing, you're not Batman. I'm Batman. Just Batman. Vengeance. As soon as that man Bo Dallas started laughing, dude, you should have known that you were in trouble, man. If the man starts laughing as you're beating him up, then you are dealing with a person that you should not be dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. In a monotone voice, I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
You wish you were Batman.
Batman can be Michael. What Michael? We're both Michael. We're both Batman. That's it. We're Batmen. We're Batmen.
Batman.
Like the Eagles. It's like the Eagles a few years ago. We got
No,
we got multiple
okay.
Batmen.
Okay.
And Jason Kelsey
Hey.
builds us. Yeah.
This is Monday Night Raw.
shout out
This
to the
is
boys,
Monday Night
champion
Raw.
culture with
Not
the
out of
Eagles.
pocket. This isn't out of pocket. We're not going to talk about football
God.
or your ugly team. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. Yes, I'm Batman. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Let's get nuts. Let's talk about the main event here of Monday Night Raw. We've got hell of an overrun tonight. The Prez reached into his pockets to get us the overrun here on Boom Broadcasting and MOWM's podcast Twitter. International Championship match. I liked what I saw here. I would describe this as the trailer to the movie you see in the theater before the movie comes out, because I'm sure this match will come again down the line. But thanks to Braun Breaker, spearing people in half, the man is incredible. There's your Steiner math tonight, folks. 1 man plus 1 man equals a whole lot of broken spines when it comes to Braun Breaker. Mikey, baby. What the hell's Adam Pearce going to do with Braun Breaker? He's off the leash, man. He's off the leash.
Dude, I was so scared. Because I don't think Braun Breaker was about to break Ilya Dragunov's spine. I thought he was about to break his leg. Did you see his leg fold underneath him?
He folded, dude.
That was, I mean,
like
Braun
the laundry.
Breaker,
Just,
you know where this is leading, right?
Yeah, triple threat, baby.
This is leading to a triple threat SummerSlam, and Breaker's going to pin Ilya Dragunov.
Oh no. Oh,
Sammy's not going to be pinned.
Michael.
Sammy's not getting pinned. But all three are going to have a great triple threat SummerSlam. But this is where Braun Breaker, that's where he breaks through, man. Also, we're about to break through. These numbers are freaking phenomenal. Like, guys, thank you.
President's happy.
Oh my goodness.
Happy tonight, folks. Listen, I just want to say, I'm gonna get a little sentimental here. I really appreciate all of the love and support from our regulars, from our new faces here tonight. This is a common thing, folks. I'm gonna let you know right now. The nightcap, it's not going anywhere. You can catch the nightcap tomorrow night after NXT. You can catch the nightcap 2 nights from now after AEW Dynamite, and you can catch it on Friday nights. You can catch it on premium live event Saturdays and pay-per-view Sundays. And if WWE and AEW flip the script and they run on a Saturday instead of a Sunday and vice versa, we'll be there for all of that. And if we're not, then, you're not getting quality entertainment from Boom Broadcasting. I enjoyed Monday Night Raw. I will say the first hour and a half to second hour felt predictable. There's not a better word I could put for it than it felt slightly predictable, because I kind of knew where things were headed, right? The only thing I would say that, maybe wasn't so predictable was what we saw with the last hour. The last hour, starting with Drew, moving into the Wyatt Six, and everything that progressed towards the end of Raw, I did not see coming. I did, in fact, definitely see Braun Breaker destroying Sammy and Ilya in the main event. There's no chance. You're going to put this guy, you're going to send him out with 3 security guard schmucks, and you expect this man not to whoop their ass? Adam Pearce, sir, I need you to wake up here. If you're gonna send this man Braun Breaker away, call in the National Guard, call in the Navy, call in the Army, get the Marines on the line, go get up that Shannon Sharp clip from all them years ago. Get the whole military involved. You're gonna try to send Braun Breaker out of the arena. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Nightcap. I am your host, Mouthing Off with Mike. That right there, I still can't get the pointing thing right. That right there is the president of Boom Broadcast. That's Michael Davis. We are combined main event mics, the Boom Boys. And this has been your edition of the Monday Night Cap for Monday Night Raw and a little Monday Night Mics. I want to thank all of you for joining us here today. I want to thank all of you for watching us here on my Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for Boom Broadcasting. It's coming up across your screen. Go follow Boom Broadcast, subscribe on YouTube. We're giving back. That's our game, man. Look, you help us get some subscribers. We'll help you win a free video game, maybe some more stuff down the line. Also, Boom has hit the 200 subscriber mark. If you go subscribe to my channel, Mouthing Off with Mike, and you get me to 200 before July 31st, because there's a lot of people here tonight, so maybe we can pull some strings. I will, in fact, make a fool of myself on the internet, and we will, in fact, live shave my beard off to the Dirty Dom stash. So to the 300 of you, Boom Broadcast has hit 200. Check. If you can make it happen for Mouthing Off with Mike, 200 subs, I'm going to do the mustache live. I've already got the go-ahead from my barber. We're going to do it live from the barber. We're going to come at you from a live location, on location nightcap. I'm going to get the Dirty Dom mustache shaved.
Here, pause real quick. There's over 300 people watching the nightcap. That is a record for any program Boom Broadcasting's done. First of all. Second of all, I know all 300 of you aren't subscribed to Mouthing Off with Mike yet, because if you were, we would get the Dirty Dom stash. And what we need is some memes. I mean, Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Mouthing Off with Mike. I mean, we need a live shaving. We need the barber in. Like,
we need that barber Kool-Aid, baby. My barber Kool-Aid.
Let's get the Dirty Dom stash. And by the way, his women's wrestling video that released, I believe, yesterday already has over 100 views. It was a phenomenal episode. He did a really great job, respectfully, breaking everything down, why women's wrestling is cool again.
Why women run the world.
Even better.
Who run the world, girls? Who run the world?
I was about to say that's like a song, isn't it?
Yes, that's the whole. Keep up with me, brother. Keep up with me. Where are you?
Hey, man.
Midnight, dude. It's midnight. It's over.
Hey, dude. This was our longest nightcap, but by far the best one we've done of the 3 weeks I've been on here, and all the guests you've had on is incredible. You're doing incredible work. You deserve your flowers. Yeah.
Flowers. Oh my God.
You deserve all the flowers. You deserve the 200 subs. And yes, I'm only saying that because A, he's paying me, and B, I want the Dirty Dom stash.
Listen, before we put you guys to sleep here tonight, we're out of here. This has been a fantastic episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did tonight. I had a blast. I'm gonna go play some college football 25, baby. And I'm going to go beat Mike's alma mater once again. So this has been the Nightcap. We're out of here. Go out there, folks. Just enjoy wrestling. You'll catch me here tomorrow with a good brother from Four Sides of the Ring, Martin, host of 3 Count Trivia. So hopefully he'll give you all the lowdown on this coming round of the 3 Count Trivia. Peace, folks.